Hey there, this is Jennifer Terri. I make Philippine. Sorry. Hi, I'm Jennifer Terri. I make Philippine Travel Updates. So if you wanna follow the travel changes and protocols for travel to the Philippines, subscribe to this channel to stay updated. Alright, today is October 21. Guys, I have something to share. The Department of Tourism released an advisory to all quarantine hotels. Okay, and this may be good news. Actually, it is good news. And let me share to you, this was shared by the National Capital Region Department of Tourism Advisory to all quarantine hotels in Metro Manila. It's titled, Updated Checkout Requirement of ROFs and Foreigners in Quarantine Hotels in Metro Manila. Okay, so you guys, this is about you. Let's read it. Pursuant to the agreement reached to the one-stop shop held on their meeting last October 18, all arriving international passengers who completed their required facility or hotel quarantine may immediately check out using a negative RT-PCR test result from PadLab or Detoxicare or Red Cross without the Bureau of Quarantine Certificate. This is signed by the Regional Director of the National Capital Region, Department of Tourism. In Tagalog, in Filipino, in this directive na ibinigay ng DOT sa mga quarantine hotels, pwede na daw kayong mag-check out as soon as lumabas na yung negative test result ninyo. Hindi na kailangang hintayin yung Bureau of Quarantine Certificate. Yan guys, ang bagong advisory ng DOT sa mga quarantine hotels. Because what actually happens is, when travelers, during their quarantine, they get tested, then they wait for their negative result, and then once their negative result is out, they email BOQ, or they check their One Health Pass for their BOQ certificate. Now, these two documents, the negative COVID test result and BOQ certificate is needed so you can check out, okay? You can leave the quarantine hotel. Now, with this directive, it means that you don't have to wait for the BOQ certificate. Basically, once your result is out and it's negative, bye. It says here, immediately check out. Yan guys, so it's good news, right? It means less hassle because for me guys, I have never really understood the point of the BOQ certificate. Because what's written on the negative test results, it's the same as written on the BOQ certificate. Parang from the very beginning, I really never understood anong use ng BOQ certificate. Because hindi ka naman makakalabas talaga pag wala kang result, di ba? And you've already been tested negative. Anyways, this is good news, and I've called a few hotels yesterday, and some of them, they still don't know about this new directive. So guys, for those who are in quarantine now, okay, those who are in hotel quarantines right now, guys, can you guys do us a favor and contact your hotel, call the reception if they know about this directive. Ask them, do you guys know about this new directive from DOT na hindi na kailangan, you don't have to wait for the BOQ certificate, we can leave as soon as we receive our negative test result. Because, yeah, I called some hotels yesterday, hindi pa nila alam. Take information travels slowly in the Philippines. Mas mabilis ang chismis. Anyways, so remember guys that your result for your swab test or your COVID test will be sent to your email. You can also check the status of your test through One Health Pass. Go to onehealthpass.com.ph and then click track swab test. Okay, swab result. Alright? Take note pa din, this may not be a good news still for those going home to provinces, especially those who will be catching a domestic flight. Yan sa mga uuwi pa sa probinsya at sasakay pa ng eroplano for domestic flight kasi many LGUs still require or still look for the BOQ certificate. So it doesn't mean na meron ka ng negative test result, immediately you can ride a domestic flight you can fly na. It depends, guys. Still check if your LGU needs a BOQ certificate. Kaya hindi ibig sabihin na hindi na siya required to check out sa hotel, hindi na siya kailangan. Kailangan pa din, depende sa LGU. So just check with your hotel, guys, sa mga naka-quarantine ngayon. Please share to us if your hotel already knows about this new directive from DOT. Mention your hotel name and tell us what they said. Yeah? But there's something I wanted to share for foreigners. And this is not good news. Look, this was shared by Jing. Jing is also a viewer of his channel. Hi Jing, if you're watching. Jing shared that she and her foreign husband arrived. They're on day 3 of their quarantine today. And they were looking forward for a 5 days quarantine because both of them, she and her foreign husband, American, are fully vaccinated. But they weren't given the 5 days quarantine. Why? She said, instead of 5 days, they gave us 7 days because my husband is a foreign national and is not eligible for 5 days quarantine. It's very nonsense because they said that US doesn't have a reciprocal agreement about the voucher PH. But remember that they accept CDC card from the US if you are Filipino. If you're Filipino, then they will accept your CDC card. But for foreign nationals, they won't because US doesn't have a reciprocity agreement for voucher PH. So she really tried to argue at the airport in Terminal 3. This happened in NAIA Terminal 3. But they were told to go. You're keeping the lines long. And yeah, they had no choice but to follow the 7 days quarantine because his husband's CDC card, white card, was not accepted. So recently, this week, we talked about, we rejoiced that the national or state digital vaccination certificates abroad are accepted. It's very clear that if you're Filipino, there will be no issue. Your vaccination certificate from abroad or vaccination card from abroad will be accepted. However, the question now is to foreigners. Apparently, if you go back to the announcement of the Iatf and the resolution, they said, for foreign nationals vaccinated abroad, they need 2 documents to avail the shortened quarantine if you're fully vaccinated. The National State Digital Certificate that accepts VaxCert PH, or the WHO ICV or International Certificate of Vaccination or Prophylaxis. Oh well. So really the issue now is they won't accept your vaccination card or certificate if you're a foreign national if your country doesn't have a reciprocity agreement with the Philippines of accepting the VaxCert PH. VaxCert PH is our national digital certificate. And currently, I emailed BOQ, there are only 2 countries that has a reciprocity agreement with the Philippines about this VaxCert. And that is Czech Republic and the Netherlands. So, if you're a foreign national and you're not coming from Czech Republic or Netherlands and you only have your national or a state digital certificate or vaccination card that was issued by your foreign government, it won't be accepted. But you know what, guys? They're really inconsistent because I know of travelers who is not from Czech or Netherlands and their vaccination card were accepted. The application of the rules is very inconsistent in Manila, in the Philippines, in the airports. Marilu shared that she and her husband, foreign husband, arrived. They're from Luxembourg and their digital vaccination certificates were accepted. My guess is that because Luxembourg is an EU country and their vaccination certificate is very similar with Czech Republic and the Netherlands. Guys, I've always wanted to give you correct and clear information, but Philippine government is making it very difficult for me and for us. Look, guys, if you're a foreign national, I really still think that you should try to consider getting an international vaccination certificate, the yellow card. For Filipinos, wala pong problema. Basta Pinoy ka, walang problema. This issue is only for foreign nationals. Foreigners. Look, I have an email Guys, I encourage you to email BOQ. There is this email that you can inquire about the vaccination verification process. That's boqverify@gmail.com. I emailed them last night and they replied this morning, so that's pretty good. There's also boq.opcen@gmail.com, and you can also inquire. So this issue is only for foreigners. Pilipino ka, wag mo na tong isipin. Kung anong meron ka, okay na yan. I'm so sorry. It's another disappointment for foreigners who want to come here. They're already disappointed with our ever-changing protocols. And now, IATF, please naman, accept nyo na lang yung proof ng mga foreigners. Kasi what's the difference between a Filipino and a foreigner showing the same certificate from abroad? No? Like, we're still close to tourists anyways. Those who are coming here are families of Filipinos or working here or studying here or having businesses here. Let's not make their lives complicated. The update I can give you today. Please stay updated with the rules of the Philippines. I will let you know if there are any more changes. Stay safe and God bless.